kind of stand out from the crowd because there's not a lot of funk bands around, right? But on the other hand, there's like 200,000 bands on
Yeah, you're right.
MySpace, and
For
like
sure.
you know, like really, how do you do? And I always ask this question, right? Because as a wannabe rock star myself, right? It's like, how do you do it?
That's
how do
true.
you cut through all that? How does anybody even, unless you're, I don't even know how Lady Gaga does it, but how does anybody do it?
Well, I
these
think we all
days?
know how Lady Gaga does it.
Oh yes.
But
Okay.
No, you know what, man? Like seriously, I think I'm really stubborn. I think I just really love it, and I kept saying to myself there would be a cutoff point where I would go, you know, maybe if I don't like make it, which I've completely abandoned, you know. But if I don't make it by this age, then I should go do something else. And at this point, I just love it too much. Like when I put together a show, like the band and I get together and we will bring in new songs or we'll arrange it. You know, like I mean, I'm sure when you do shows, it's the same thing. It's like exciting, you know. And you get together and just it turns into this big art project, and that's what it is. It's like I think in my heart, I'm an artist. And I love making the art, and I love making the record and seeing it. And I think I do it for myself, and then as soon as I've done it, I'm like, I wonder what everyone thought about that, you know. But in my heart, I just want to keep doing it for myself, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask. We're going to play this video, which is talking about your show and stuff. But I want to ask you about a hit song, because I'm interested in what it takes to write a hit song, and I wonder if you have any insight about that, or is there any song that's on this album that we're playing today that it like stands out for you as a hit?
They're
Or
all
do you,
hits.
Or do you? Okay, well that's a
No,
fair
they're not,
comment
they're not.
if you're not joking. But or do you ever try to write a hit, or do you kind of just at the end of the record say, okay, this one's an obvious hit, or you know, any insight about any of that?
Yeah, I mean, in honesty, this record was like the anti-hit record. I mean, I think they're really, like, I always go for catchy melodies. I mean, obviously that's a big part of a hit, but I think there's like a whole philosophy in the industry, and it's kind of something, you know, with all due respect, because there's a lot of really amazing people in the industry. I mean, it just kind of made me sick a little bit, the way that everybody looks at making a hit. And like when I was kind of working with people in there, it's like it's you know how short it is to some degree. It's I don't know. It's like, okay, no, the chorus has to be here. Don't talk about anything complicated in the chorus. You know, make it really, you know, kind of universal, and then make the verse like you can go a little more into detail. And I don't know. I really didn't. I don't want to write like that, and I find those songs really boring. I feel like the songs on the radio now that are hit songs. I mean, when I don't listen to the radio very much, like the main stations, because it's hard for me to listen to it. It just seems like the same. Like you heard about that Nickelback track, where you can take the two Nickelback tracks and play them with each other simultaneously, and they're in the same key, and they change at the same time, and they move like through the same. It's pretty silly, you know. Like I don't understand how. I mean, you couldn't do that with like a Zeppelin song.
But
you know?
but please, we don't tolerate any criticism of Chad Kroeger here at that channel.
Is he sitting right behind me?
we just love Chad Kroeger.
No, they're yeah.
No,
I mean, he's
an
an amazing singer,
Yeah.
but I just think that like, you know, record companies don't want to take chances with songs anymore. But like to answer your question, I have worked with some people, and I mean, I think a lot of time the way people write hits is they listen to what is really popular at the time, and they'll go, okay, so it's got like kind of a guitar part here, and it's got this hook, and it's got this kind of beat, and maybe an electronic sound here, and then they try and do something like that that's a little bit different.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
to Hugh's point, though, in your writing of your songs, do you ever look at what people might be looking for and then try to gauge?
I mean, I'm influenced by what I like. Like when there was a producers that came out called the Neptunes for a while, and they were
Yeah.
producing all people like Justin Timberlake and guys like that, and they were taking it and there were these really dirty, great beats. Like they just make these sounds, and it was like, it was really funky, you know. And it came out, and I was like, wow. And I was like, I want like to have that kind of energy and that kind of sound. And I think like I just listened to a lot of it, and then it would kind of sink in. Or there's the Roots, which is a hip hop band with a guy called Questlove on drums. Or there's a great album by D'Angelo. Like, so I'd listen to these things, and I think I'd get more into like the philosophy of that band and like what made one specific hit song. I'd be like, wow, like this whole thing they create, there's like a whole thing in here, and I'd love to have some of that come through. But Yeah, I have trouble sitting down, and I mean, I think I could write hits. I just think that, like, for my band, I don't want to. I mean, if one comes out or
Well,
if they
yeah.
become hits, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'd rather they become hits on my own terms than sort of me catering to a bunch of people, because I think then
Right.
that weakens what makes me special. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, listen, I almost forgot that you brought your guitar here, and wondering if
We
you
can
can
do it
do a
live.
song for us.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, you know, do you guys want to hear a funky thing or something a little bit more mellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying
Midday.
funky.
Funky, funky.
I mean, I can't possibly replicate a 7-piece band,
No.
right? But and I don't think I've ever played this song by myself. So here we go. This one's called "Play My Life." I was born into a dream, destiny, it pulls my strings. All I know is that I'm living in my destination. Maybe I made a mistake, some days feels like I'm on a break, shady. Industries that make musicians sell their souls away. Maybe I should have done something else in school, but it's too late for me now. Guess you could call me a fool. So I just keep pushing on. So I just keep pushing on. So I just keep pushing on. This is my chance to find a new way. I don't wanna die. Say I just floated away. In this life, there's no way to know. When they ask, who's the love of your life? I said I filled my soul with rock and roll. Never got the chance to meet that girl, 'cause all I do is play my life away. Said I play my life. At least I still got my soul, and I play my life. At least I still got my soul. With the intent to rock 100% with no gimmicks, walk rhymes to the center of time with no limits. I'ma flip it up, side down, twist it for juice. Fearlessly, lyrically, eat the truth like all the vitamins and minerals, chords, notes, and syllables, beats, words, and intervals. My nourishment is plentiful. Not looking for a pedestal or pictures in a centerfold. I'm looking for identity, don't wanna be identical. And I know that gonna make shit fly. Yeah, this is my chance to find a new way. I don't wanna die. Say I just floated away. In this life, there's no way to know. When they ask, who's the love of your life? I said I filled my soul with rock and roll. Never got the chance to meet that girl. All I do is play my life away. When they ask me who's the love of your life, said I fill my soul with rock and roll. Never got the chance to meet that girl, when all I do is play my life away. Said I play my life. At least I still got my soul, and I play my life away. At least I still got my soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least I still got my soul. Ooh, yeah, yeah. At least I still got my soul. Still got my soul. Still got my soul.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm energized.
That was fantastic,
amazing.
Casey.
Yeah.
You see, can you imagine if there was a whole band there too?
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh my God.
I mean, not that we need a difference, but I'm just saying, you know, you take that and you multiply. You don't multiply it. You take it to the seventh power. Right, Casey?
Greater than the sum of the parts.
So you got a show. When's the show?
This Saturday, so in 2 days, the 16th of January, and we're playing at Revival with Jeremy Glenn and the Airplane Boys. And there's going to be a DJ Keskase spinning between all the bands. And it's just going to be like a big night of funk and dancing. And we got some new songs in the band. We're going to be playing songs off the record, and that one and some older songs. And it's just going to be fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's this Saturday at